interviewing Pearl Barlow on November the 22nd for Ashe County Oral History Project. You said just about everybody in Ashe County went.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I could, but I didn't go.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you a thing about that.
You,
All I know is what I read in the newspaper. It's printed afterwards about it, hanging, how long it took and all that stuff.
yeah. Was there a tale about that he really didn't die when they hung him, that he got loose?
How's that?
A tale about when they hung him, that he really didn't die.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know whether it's true or not.
Yeah, yeah.
His wife was there to take charge of his body, and I guess maybe some of her people or his people must have been with her, and they did tell that they brought him to later on. But I heard a young doctor say that he could have brought him to. He examined him. You know, they're supposed to have physicians to examine them afterwards to see if they are dead or not, but he said he could have brought him to. He could have if he'd had the chance and wanted to, but he didn't. I don't know. They did tell all those stories. Said he was seen later in West Virginia in the coal mines, and I probably, I don't know if it's true or not. I wish it were, because I thought then and I think now it was a terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
You remember back in the county before there was any railroads, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can you see how it changed the county when the railroads came in, the difference?
Oh, yes, made an awful difference.
Yeah.
Made a lot of difference. See, there wasn't any, one thing, there wasn't any West Jefferson till the railroad came. There's Jefferson.
Yeah.
Jefferson's only township, the only town. I suppose there's different places. There's different post offices and things like that, but that's about all the town. Okay. Oh, it's changed in the last few years. It's changed more than it did in the years before that. More people and I guess people are about the same. There's just more of them.
Yeah.
Don't suppose they're any better or any worse.
Can you remember any tales people used to tell maybe about the Civil War when you were a little girl?
No, not many, not too many. The war between the states.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to hear a lot about it, but I forgot most of it. Must have been a tough time, though.
Yeah.
People had to live the best they could. It was hard up.
Where did you grow up? What part of the county?
What
part of the county, when you grew up, what was it called? What area?
It's called just what it is now. Jefferson Township.
Yeah, it was. You grew up in the town.
No. Oh no. I grew up partly in the Nathan's Creek community. I had an old great aunt that practically raised me. I think I was maybe 12 or 13 years old when she died. And I went to Nathan's Creek School and lived with her after I was 6 years old or something like that. Whatever. As soon as I was old enough to go to school, she took me home with her and sent me to Nathan's Creek.
Yeah. So you went to school at Nathan's Creek. Who was your teacher?
Better school.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's more than one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same building that's there now, was it?
I guess not. I don't know. It's a pretty good building for those times.
Do you remember who donated the money to build it? I was reading that that's the only way they got schools, where a certain individual would donate money or land to build it.
No,
They were trying to find out.
don't know how they worked that.
Wasn't it called an academy?
Hmm?
An academy? I've heard Kate Dixon talk about Professor Plummer and you know
Yeah,
him.
Plummer, yes, I kind of remember him. Yes, I remember Professor Plummer, and I can't remember the other teachers' names. I hadn't thought about them in years.
Yeah.
I'm not much good on remembering history. So much stuff I just don't remember it like some people do. That's out of the county. I reckon I went to school in Marion, Virginia 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That female college, they call it.
Did a lot of girls go out of the county
Oh,
to
yeah.
that school, did they?
You mean out of Ashe County?
Uh-huh.
No.
Just
no.
a very few did.
No, it wasn't any Ashe County. When I went, I stayed with an uncle that lived in Marion.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't, I'm no good at describing what happened years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the county's changed here and everywhere else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Would over the years. I can remember when we didn't have any railroad, all right. No, there's a, looked like everybody in the county had come to see. It was the first train come into West Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Were you there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what was that like?
It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
At least I thought it
I
was.
bet so.
Yeah. And some of them went back over the higher elevations where they could see farther than the rest of the crowd, and they hollered to come in. And, of course, it made a big racket, the whistle blowing.
Uh-huh.
That's all there was to it.
Did anybody give a speech or anything?
Oh, I expected it.
Yeah, you don't remember that, do you?
Whether they did or not.
Yeah.
Expected it, though. Made quite an occasion of it. It was something, all right. The first railroad and the first locomotive and all that some people had ever seen.
That kind of put Ashe County on the map, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it did. Yeah. Sure did.
Did you tell me your daddy ran the livery stable in West Jefferson?
No, my first husband
Oh,
did.
Cleve did. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
I know. My father died when I was very young.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So I couldn't look up the ages there. Did you help him with that? Run that livery stable?
Not much, no.
Not much. Wasn't done well,
Oh, she liked to ride horses, I don't know.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I like to ride horses. Never liked horses. But I didn't do none of the work. Didn't mess around with livery stable. They was a rough bunch. People in those days messed around in West Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bootleggers and everything else.
Regular Wild West.
Yeah, some yes. It surely was.
When did that change? When did it stop being such a wild town?
Hmm?
When did it stop being such a wild town?
So gradually, I guess,
Just gradually.
over the years.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't no worse than other towns at that.
Can't tell me that.
Just fewer people. And after that,
Mm-hmm.
things were pretty tough then,
Yeah.
everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. I know the depression was bad everywhere.
Hmm.
Did you see did a lot of people move out of the county when the depression hit, or did they just stay around? Or
It stayed this everywhere.
yeah,
Wouldn't have too many to move out.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of them came in here from West Virginia and places where they had been working, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't any work any longer. There's people that come in all the time. Some of them had relatives, and
Mm-hmm.
so they came back to Ashe County and pulled through somehow.
Yeah. There wasn't any help from the state or the government then, was there? To help the people.
Yeah, later on they got a little help. Yeah. Yeah, help everywhere, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's when welfare started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Clarice, so you remember when the atomic bomb was dropped? How you thought or how other people thought about it? You know, at the end of World War II, when they dropped the atomic bomb in Hiroshima.
Oh, yes, I remember it. I don't know. I don't think people got too excited about it.
They didn't realize.
We
They
just didn't realize how bad it was.
Uh,
We didn't realize just how
What?
bad it was.
no, they didn't. Well, they've been talking about it ever since. I think it took an awful crazy mind to study up a project like that.
Yeah.
Killed so many people at once. Yes, I do. I guess we fared about as good here in Ashe County as they did anywhere, and maybe better through the Depression.
Did you? How come?
Well, there wasn't so many people for one thing. Most of them had relatives could help out, and raised a lot of things to eat on the farms.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't nobody go hungry that I knew about.
Yeah.
Of course, they didn't have much spending money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember anybody going very hungry. There'd be crowds of people walking, passing through. I lived close to West Jefferson at that time. There's people are walking, coming from West Virginia and going to maybe the upper part of the county where they had people that starved out.
Yeah.
Came back to Ashe County. It was tough, but I don't remember anybody going hungry around where I lived. Some of the relatives of the boys that was sending off cried and moaned and cut up and took on. And it wasn't worth anything, and I thought it was disgusting. They knew they had to go, and why not see them off with a smile instead of all that crying and cutting up like some of them did. I think they sent 2 train loads from Ashe County. I don't know whether there's just special trains that they shipped them on. I don't know how many there were. We had our share in the war. Second World War. And the First World War too, I imagine.
Was Cleve in the First World War?
No, he was the age, but he would have had to go later on. He had got exempt. They ought to send him for that matter. He got exempt for his parents and his grandfather and his wife and so much family, they let him off. He worked it some way.
Were you married to him then?
Huh?
Were you married to him then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hadn't been married too long.
When you were growing up, you and your aunt lived together alone? Just you and your aunt? Or with her husband?
Oh no, she had a husband.
Yeah. What was his name?
His name was Friel Calvert.
He was a cause.
Yeah. The last husband she had, I think she was married about 3 times.
Was she?
She made me one better.
Carl's looking for her third one.
Oh, that's right. You had it twice, too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got right, Carl. We're looking for you a third one, aren't we?
Yeah. No.
With Mr. Calvert, what did he do for a living? Your aunt's husband?
Oh, he was a farmer.
Yeah.
Justice of the peace.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about his duties as justice of the peace? Anything?
No. I never paid much attention to it. Too busy going to school and riding horses and
He was just a little girl.
doing things like that. I never paid much attention to the justice of the peace business. It's like make them appear to you like they did to me at the time. You'd think they were interesting. But I've forgotten a lot about it. Of course, I'll never forget the day the railroad first came to the county.
How far did you have? You probably had to walk to school, or did you ride a horse when you were a little girl?
I rode a horse.
You rode a horse, yeah. How far did you have to ride?
The regular calendar.
Yeah.
No, I didn't ride to school. You mean that I walked to school.
Uh-huh. Did you ride a horse side saddle?
No.
You straddled it? I was asking her.
Yes, I did.
You rode side saddle?
No,
Just straddled it, yeah.
my old Great Aunt had a side saddle, but by then they were riding the other way, girls were.
Yeah.
Oh, I rode him in the saddle.
Mm-hmm.
I never will forget first riding habit. It was made out of thick stuff. I think they called it khaki. It's tan colored, a dark tan color, between a brown and tan. It's a divided skirt. They didn't look bad. They fit around the top, and then flared out at the bottom.
Didn't the horse throw you one time?
Oh my, all the time.
Tell me if you heard me.
I had a real bad accident. This one throw, I didn't get over it quick, like usually. I don't know, no bones broken, but just bruised up. One knee hurt till it hurts yet at times when the weather's bad or something. Kneecap. They'd throw you, but you didn't let them get the best of you. If you did, you might as well have sold her saddle or give it away.
Your uncle, he used mules or oxen to plow with?
He didn't use either one.
He didn't.
He used horses.
He used horses. Must have been a different...
Over the cook to plow with over the county. I can remember seeing them plowing, working those poor old oxen. I was always so sorry for them.
Pretty slow business, wasn't it?
Huh?
Yeah.
That was pretty slow business, wasn't it?
Yeah. Looked like it was so hard on them. They had an old yoke of a thing they put on over their necks, yoked them together, made out of hickory wood, I think. That's the way they did the poor old oxen.
Yeah. Did you ever help around the farm doing chores?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you help do? Something that you could
Helped
do?
round up the cows and hunt the eggs and good lands. If you ever live on a farm, you're kind of
No end to the work.
no end of the work's right. Should say. It was a good life. Pretty tough too. I guess it's tough now at times. County. Who was it? Didn't you ever read?
Yeah, that book.
Fletcher.
Yeah.
Fletcher.
Yeah. That's right. I suppose he had all dates about when the railroad came and all the changes were made.
Did you went to school? What was it like then, Appalachian?
I liked it. It was wonderful in some ways. They were all everyone's so friendly and out for a good time mostly, I think.
Yeah.
It's just the summer season.
Oh, you went to summer season.
Yeah.
It's really grown now. Do you remember any of your professors' names? Any of your teachers?
I can't
Or
thought about them in years.
What kind of courses did you take? What did you study when you were?
History and just general.
Just general stuff.
Yes, for It was for teachers. Everything.
You were studying to be a teacher?
Yeah, studying to be a teacher.
Did you ever teach any, Pearl?
No. I married the last year I went to Appalachia. Just taught a little to help out, substitute teachers, although
Yeah.
I guess I could have made a good school teacher if I'd set my mind to it. But I didn't like what I had of it.
Yeah.
Whether anybody likes it or not.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Teachers.
That's what I'm going to school for, to be a teacher.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing. We have to have teachers.
How did they teach you to be a teacher back then?
Well, you had to review all the books that you would teach up to the grade you. I think it was up to the 8th grade. Then I don't remember what it is now. Don't know.
You learned how to teach all subjects then, from the first to the 8th grade?
Yes, you had to teach spelling, reading, and arithmetic, and grammar. That was, I think, the main.
Okay.
Where's she go?
She's got to go downstairs and help.
She don't live far from here, does she?
Just right across right over there.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that you went up there to be a teacher all the time.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of girls going to school, or was there mostly boys out there?
Oh, no, there's a lot of girls.
There was. They were all studying to be a teacher?
Yes, all studying to be teachers. I guess it's the same way now. If they'd have that summer school, I don't know whether they do or not.
But you just went to school for one summer to be a teacher?
Oh no, I'd been going to school at Marion, Virginia, at that female college. I had an uncle lived there. I stayed with him, but I just had that one season at Appalachia.
How much longer would you have had to go to get your teacher's certificate?
I didn't have any longer.
You finished? Oh, you got it. Well, yeah.
Yes, I had. I got married that year and didn't teach much. Only helped out a little. Helped the older sister that was teaching.
Where she taught here in Ashe County?
Yeah.
What school did she teach in?
She was teaching at what they call Big Ridge. I don't know whether they have a school there or not now. I don't believe they do.
I don't know.
I think they've done away with that. That's where she was teaching when I substituted for her. Taught here in the county. She didn't teach too long. She got married, started raising a family.
What, did most women after they got married they quit teaching?
Yeah, they have to.
Oh, they couldn't teach while they were married.
Well, they didn't have time raising a family.
Yeah. Thought maybe it was a thing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a law that they had to quit. They could have taught on if they had wanted to leave off raising a family. She started raising a family pretty soon and had to quit. I think there's a lot of married teachers. But you didn't take the babies with you when you taught. If they raised a family, they had to stay home with them.
Yeah.
Just the same still now, I suppose. I don't know. So I can tell you much that you haven't already heard about the county. All about the same. There's more people, of course. Like there is everywhere, I suppose.
Who have you heard were the first people that came here to Ashe County to settle it?
Mm-hmm.
Who have you heard were the first people to come to Ashe County to settle it?